Welcome to episode 32 of Tales of Zestiria. Something happened. I didn't upload episode 31 yet, so sorry. Now, what we have here? We need a good look at you. Oh, Underbook. Classy Namco. Classy. I almost said Nintendo. So yeah, we will keep this two customs just for this episode because I don't like to use customs, but yeah, I will just try them. Let's do more side missions. Let's go look at the trial shrines. We need to go back to Hive. Okay, because one of the trial was in the over of the Lake Heaven area, right? Used to be that merchant guild, and government contractor and stuff called cross the board without much trouble, but their stupid war is gaming the whole thing up. I did hear rumors once though that hidden route the best I don't know. Look at this for there's so many things that I didn't do. Oh yeah, there talk of Shepard and Rollins. That I heard, figured they must have something in Bendrago. What I heard, I figured they must be something. But, where their food, their rat, they were their level 4. Can we go to Bendrago directly? Bendrago. Yes. Wait. What the? Survive and the face challenge. Legend. This approach. Say suppose I recognize your skull. You say yes, not now. Perfect treasure from another world. Every time you win a battle, you will be given the option to continue blood. Let's save. I never see this before. This is a new thing. Of course, we'll make a new save file because why not? And to be in the save side. Yeah. Determined to vote. We probably will lose, but yeah.
Okay, here's from you.
Whoa, 3? I was thinking We did.
Cleo.
One was so much. 3 is so much. Every time this game like give a new thing
I
to
prepared the bottles.
The howling season is back. Best not to venture out after dark. Life too precious. Okay. Oh shit, we stuck. Oh. Yeah, I must just talk to this guy. Oh!
The Valkyrie, Maltran.
What? You know about Maltran?
Even if I told you, you wouldn't believe me.
My name's Saray.
He's the shepherd.
The Shepherd? Truly, I do feel something special about you.
I believe this man possesses some resonance, however slight it may be.
But Shepherd or no, no one has yet to believe a word I say.
It hurts when people don't believe you. I understand how that feels. But I found people who would listen to me and believe in me. And that saved me from the pain.
My word!
So please, tell us your story.
10 years ago or so, I served as a Knight of Rollins in a conflict against the Kingdom of Highland. That is where I encountered her, Maltran, famed as the Blue Valkyrie. Before we could even react, in the blink of an eye, that lone woman had wiped out our entire unit. I turned tail and fled. I had no pride. I simply didn't want to die. As my cowardly legs carried me away, I glanced back at her. But she was being attacked by monsters, great lizards the size of men, wearing the armor of Highland.
Hellions!
I swear that I saw them. Saw those beasts swarm over her as she fell. And yet, Maltran is still alive.
I believe your story.
Thank you. You do have the way of the shepherd about you.
Show enough.
Please take this and continue to care for the people, especially poor lost souls such as me.
I will. Thank you. Aren't they referring to the group of children we met back then?
We should let them know. If the army is after them, they won't stand a chance.
That's why I told them to stop.
Okay, we have something to do. Oh no. Like I said, one mission at a time. This is the right place. Yeah, here we met Sergei.
Where on earth could the trial shrines be?
Why don't we double check the mural back at the hideout?
Oh, so we have to go back. Huh. That was my intention from the beginning. This is a classic, by the way, going to 5 different places in the world to do that one thing. Oh, I'm so high level for you. I don't even. Oh no, they're dead.
It's the kids. The ones hunting soldiers.
They're dead.
Oh
Did
shit.
the army do it? Doubtful. They wouldn't leave corpses in the open like this, nor would they go to such extremes. Who else could it be? Thank goodness! One's still alive!
We did what they asked. Why?
Saray, watch out!
Why did you kill them?
Okay, here goes!
Could it be the chief?
I don't know. We'll deal with that later.
We must purify her.
Be careful.
Ah. That will take time.
Predatory flame! Brilliant presence, burn away!
Finally!
Whew, we did it. But she was the only one we could save.
Hey, over there!
Oh, he's still breathing!
Whoa there, Mr. Shepard. What's going on?
Oish! Perfect timing!
We need help!
Let's start with the treatment. Just leave the young'uns to me. Neither of them have mortal injuries, but they're not waking up yet.
Did our purification fail?
No, it's more of a psychological kind of deal.
What on earth could have happened to them?
He beat us. We did what we were told and lived as bandits.
He? So you guys were hired by someone?
Yeah, we weren't sure we wanted to keep hunting lone soldiers. Then he told us there was an easier way to make money. We did what we were told and attacked the carrier. And he bought all the stolen freight for a high price. He even promised us that he'd hook us up with legit jobs soon after.
So who is this guy?
I don't know. Our leader was the only one who talked to him, and I'm not that smart. But we believed in him because we always wanted to have honest jobs. But then he said he was gonna destroy all the evidence and send a bunch of soldiers and killed everybody.
Destroy all the evidence?
We were so foolish. I've never been smart, but I'm so disappointed in myself. Please, avenge them. They took all our money too. We only have this, but please.
And Earth and Astoria.
Don't worry. The scattered bones will see your request through.
Rose.
Ah. Is that a parliament? Oh, is that good?
What was that all about?
They've started interfering, I suppose. Heldolf's followers are causing mischief in human society.
To create malevolence?
Sounds connected to what we saw earlier.
Right. He was taking advantage of wars to produce Hellions.
So he's trying to start another war.
But this is a record of the past. That war is probably well underway.
He's deceiving everyone.
Not quite. I'm sure there are those who have joined hands with him of their own free will.
How could they?
Unfortunately, we can't rule out the possibility.
Ah. So we finish a mission, but they didn't say that we finish it. Okay. So we can't just leave this teleporter there.
That was a tough enemy. Let's prepare for our next battle.
You remember this dungeon? Oh yeah, there was talk of Shiver and Rollins. I have no idea what this is about. We better to give a grant back to Snipe.
Are you really going to take on his request?
Yeah, I mean, I kinda already did.
Huh. Are you sure this is okay? I hate to sound harsh, but those children were accomplices in a crime.
Yeah, meaning in this case, the mercenaries punished the group of thieves who caused them all this trouble. But, I mean, those kids were just trying to survive. They knew they were doing a bad thing, and they were trying to break free of that vicious cycle. Someone took advantage of that and murdered them. What those kids did was wrong, but even so, the one who betrayed them was just as wrong.
Maybe, but
Sorry. I don't know the right answer to this.
I'm not blaming you. Sorry if I made you feel that way. And it's not like it's just their problem.
Huh?
Just don't worry about it. Seriously, I'll totally do the detective work. If it's
Oh.
a Hellion thing, it's all you.
All right.
let's find out who's behind it all first.
You got it. Oh yeah, almost forgot. I should ask Agil to look after these kids.
So there are there's something here. Okay, we'll go to the save point. We will go to the no, we can't. Ah. Yeah. Yeah. What? We will see if we can go back. Can we go back to ground? I'm not sure.
I've prepared the bottles.
Yeah, this is a save point I never see before. Okay, should I do all this? Oh no. Oh, it's locked, isn't it? So we cannot go back to Highland now. So we stop. This is why we cannot do these things. So even with the Lord of the Land, save points, stuff like that, we cannot do anything. Okay, there's definitely something there. Maybe this is a mission or something. Nothing here. So we're going back. So I was having my doubt about this, that we cannot go back, but yeah, we cannot go back. We cannot back to the monsters that I escaped. Oh. So let's find something we can do. You think this church back in Bendrago is doing okay? There's a probability and share how well.
Huh? Wasn't that Maven?
Someone you know?
Kinda. He's family to me, in a way.
How marvelous. Maven has been a great help to all of us.
To the church? How so?
It's a bit embarrassing, but he has been teaching us many of the ancient legends that were once lost to the church. Literature, legends, ruins. It is quite humbling to realize the true breadth of his knowledge.
Yep, that sounds like Maven.
I guess he wasn't faking the whole explorer thing after all.
Oh no, I forgot to give him a thank you gift.
Ah, don't worry about it. Trust me, he won't mind.
No, I really must. Oh, but I am already running late for my church duties.
We could bring it to him, if you like.
I'm dreadfully sorry. Would you be able to? He said he was heading to the Gaferis ruins to meet with some old acquaintances.
Can't you just go this way and say, hey? Nothing. Yeah. You remember 2 or 3 episodes ago, I wasted half hour of my life in this place. If anything will happen to Maven, we should our now. Great Camelot Bridge. So I put a lot of effort in this. I try to put my best. This is the right place?
We can't hold back the king. It can't end here.
Why Malvin will be here? So this is like a mission we can do? What a waste of time! Okay. Now, you have another mission for me. Oh yeah, there was a talk about Shepard and Roland. There was what I figured they must something and somewhere in Drago. Where their food, their rats, and where their hillbilly folk open their front office equal to. Let's get to Drago.
Hey, wanna go ask them about the Iris gems?
Alrighty, I'll go ask.
Will you be alright? They look pretty sketchy.
Leave it to me. All merchants are like family. Money keeps us together.
You sure about this?
Let's just leave it to Rose.
You're not savvy enough to know when we're being tricked.
Yeah, speak for yourself.
I got it. They said they saw an Iris gem in the ruins north of here.
A ruin in the north?
Weird. Why do they keep laughing?
Are they laughing at me?
They think you're a phony shepherd and that I'm a victim of your con artistry.
They've got it wrong.
It can't be helped. There are many who claim to be the shepherd.
But still, to be treated like a con artist?
No point in arguing with them.
Yeah. It's way better to be laughed at than to be frightened of.
We still have this. This is what something is. Take it around 5. I guess I can go wrong with going a map. What do you think about Cinder? Owl season from Earth. It hunts for Iris Gem. Giferous Road. North of Ben Drive. Giferous Road.
Thank you for taking the time to come today. Lo, I am the shepherd, Malfor.
Hey, tell me, shepherd, is it really true that you saved the plagued city?
Oh, it was nothing. I just helped the Princess of Highland a little by building a bridge in a single day.
Then what about the Battle of Glavin? Did you really stop the war?
Why, it was easy. All I did was tell them that this isn't the time to be quarreling with one another. It was a hard battle, but I was able to gain support from the Roland's Knight Squad.
Isn't that Captain Sergei from the Platinum Knights?
Then it might not completely be a lie.
Luckily, I managed to do it without getting caught.
I suppose the Knights wouldn't just let some mere imposter do as he pleases.
So you mean to say this bloke must be an actual shepherd?
It matters not what I am, but please, no matter what, believe in the blessing of the Seraphim. That is the only way to bring salvation to this world. If the people desire it so, I, the Shepherd Malfour, shall put my life on the line to deliver their prayers.
Shepherd Malfour!
Shepherd Malfour! May the Seraphim's blessing cover the world!
This is ridiculous. Soray's the one who did those things. And I'm sure Sergei knows that too.
There must be a reason.
Probably.
Actually, I think he have a good idea here. I have no excuse, forgive me, sorry. Did you see how popular? Yeah, it was very impressive. Poor Sergei, so I have a boat over. I think we better leave him focus on his duty. This is mean the end of this. Just leave. But I think Sergei have if this is a plan, this is a good plan. This means people who will search for us will search for that idiot. See? We do our job and that idiot get the glory, but if someone wants to kill us, they will go after him. Simple.
Please wait, Shepherd Soray. There's a reason behind Malfour's actions.
I'm sure. I trust Sergei.
We're quite unsure how he worked his way in, but Malfour has been a favorite of General Tuller.
And so, the General has ordered the Night Squad to protect the Shepherd, Malfour.
That's the reason?
They are just pawns of the Empire, after all.
General Tuller also has a close relationship with the Imperial Majesty, and—
No more excuses! Whatever the reason is, it is clear I have sullied your honor. I can only apologize.
Not sure I had honor to start with. Anyway, it was nice to see that people expect so much from the Shepherd. It's a good sign.
What a gentleman.
Gentlemen Schmendelman, what were you doing just standing around?
I'm afraid I could do naught. Knowing all the while who the true Shepherd was.
Looks like they took advantage of just how earnest you are.
It's pretty ironic. The less affected by malevolence you are, the harder it is to live an honest life.
Such is the human condition, I suppose. Even so, that is how humans live.
It's tough.
Mission thing.
Not a lot of clues to her whereabouts.
We know something bad happened.
Maybe Syndra and Margaret had already known each other from before.
So you think Margaret had such strong resonance that she could talk to Seraphim?
Yeah. It's like they were once friends, but...
Something happened.
Yeah.
All the more reason we need to find and talk with Margaret.
A little girl can't have gone that far away. Let's look for her tomorrow around the city.
A scream?
Right outside!
I wish I said.
It's a Rougarou, a Hellion that goes berserk when the moon is out.
Could it be behind the murder streak? Huh? It's kind of weak. has resonance too? Dang.
We're going after it. Come on, hurry!
Okay, we can't save. Because this will be interesting. Okay, now where it is. Oh.
There's two of them? And...
It's eating its own kind?
I shall protect everyone!
Lila, is this a Rougarou as well?
No, this is a Hellion breed wolf. It's a beast turned Hellion. It's agile, but open for attack after it moves.
May your knives feed from you! This isn't over! This isn't over! Get off! Nope! Multiple currents! Now! Those days! How's this? Lions and Bull! It's over! Lions and Bull! Those days! That did it! Lord of War! Blue Breakdown! Here's the skies! Arrow Fall! Weak Breakdown! Pierce and Explode! Here it comes!
What is weak for? Shit! It's weak for nothing.
Red-Legion Giant! Take this! Red-Legion Giant! Rising Sand! Take this! Rising Sand! Echo Shot! Take this!
Retreat for now!
Vermilion! Burning Shot! Rising Sand! Burn! Eat this! Don't push yourself! Last one! Red-Legion Giant! Echo Shot! Take this! Be gone! Rockware! Rising Sand! Echo Shot! What?
What is going on?
Margaret?
You can tell it's really me, even though my mom said I'm a monster.
Of course. I know you're not a monster.
No, but I became one because me and Wiggs got so angry. Wiggs became a super scary monster all of a sudden, and then killed the people in the city. I got really scared, and so I went to go see my mom to get help, but then my mom...
Don't worry. Your mom is gonna come soon.
Really? I'm so happy.
Syndra, I sensed the presence of Hellions, and also a bit of nostalgia.
I can hear Syndra's voice. Wiggs, let's go to the bells. Syndra will be waiting for us.
Margaret. I could have stopped this if I hadn't run away.
Syndra.
All Margaret said was that there isn't a seraph enshrined in the sanctuary.
I see. And so that must have been what led to the bullying.
Yes. In the midst of the intensifying clash between countries, the Church has been disciplining their believers more strictly. It's gotten to a point where they've started to act hostile towards anyone else with conflicting values and beliefs, even if it is just some child's nonsense.
So that's the reason why you left, out of utter disgust with humans.
Shepherd Saray, please, could you give me just one more chance to protect the city?
I'd like to, but that city is still...
But she's willing to do it, right?
Yes. I won't have people speak of my friend as a liar.
I've always thought that having resonance was a good thing, but I guess that's not always true.
Once you can see with it, your world is never the same again. Depending on how you take it in, you could change for the worse.
In the end, it is what you make of it.
Everyone's got their own values.
But different values bring conflict amongst the people.
Humans and Seraphim effectively live in different worlds. No wonder it's hard to live in harmony with each other.
It's the same for shepherds and humans.
What's important is having the capacity to accept each other's differences.
Right. We're separate beings in the end, after all. Besides, resonance has nothing to do with this anyways. Those bullies are at fault.
So yeah, we finished this mission, I think.
I'm sick of this Norman collecting already.
How is that possible? Everyone knows you love him. You've even got one on your umbrella.
Rose, better not to mention the mascot.
It gets long.
I love long stories. Go ahead, lay it on us.
Okay, but don't say I didn't warn you. This little guy here, you can pull out his head to stretch out his neck, like a giraffe.
That's what you meant by it gets long?
Same goes for the nose, too. Max length, 1.5 times its height.
Ew, that's not even a Norman anymore.
That's right. This thing's like a talisman, an amulet, a rabbit's foot, a periapt, that sort of thing.
I don't quite get it, but sure.
A charm you carry because it's special to you, right?
Not really. It was given to me, so I put it on.
The howling season, what an herb. Not a clue, but you know how my stomach went. Maybe.
Tell me more about equipment fusion.
Okay, since fusion rules apply only to skills in the same exact slot, there are only 3 types of combinations you need to remember. First rule, if they're both the same skill, then that's the skill you get after fusion.
Simple enough. I'm guessing that same rule applies when both slots are empty.
Yes, the second rule is, if the slot's empty on one item and filled on the other, you get the skill from the filled slot.
Got it. So, the big question is, what happens when two different skills are in the same slot?
That's right. In this last case, a new skill is born from the two old ones, but it's sealed off temporarily. And the way to break the seal is... Oh my!
So wait, is each new food
What
sketch?
comes after? And the way to break the seal is, oh my.
Oh, were you actually awake? You can break the seal on an item skill slot by engaging in sufficient battles with that item equipped.
Huh. Can I assume raising proficiency in that item to 1 star is enough to do the trick?
Yes, there are certain rules governing which skills will be produced by fusion. You can check this before fusion. But know this, if they're skills of the same element, you'll get a different skill from that element. If they're from the same group, you'll get a different skill from that group. If both element and group are different, you'll get a skill whose rarity lies somewhere between the two.
What about when you fuse equipment with sealed skills?
Ah, yes. That's a very important note to consider. Slots with sealed skills count as empty for fusion purposes. Therefore, if you really want to keep a certain skill, but you don't have another item with an empty slot, you can use one with a sealed slot instead to... Really? Sleeping at a time like this?
To tell you the truth, I didn't care a lot about all this mechanic.
There's something I want to tell you, since you've acquired the power to armatize.
Yeah?
Hidden arts are stronger than martial arts. Seraphic arts are stronger than hidden arts. And martial arts are stronger than seraphic arts. That's the basics. But we can only use martial arts and seraphic arts, which means that Seraphim aren't able to accommodate all types of enemies. You guys can use martial arts and hidden arts on your own. And during armatization, you can use hidden arts and seraphic arts.
Human, Seraphim, and armatization. So we can compensate for each of the 3 different types depending on how we use them.
Yeah. For example, for enemies that don't use any seraphic arts, it would be more advantageous if you armatize. Of course, you may encounter enemies which can be taken down more easily when you are not armatized as well. It just means that the armatization isn't all powerful.
Right.
There's the advantage of being able to concentrate 2 powers into one. But there's also a disadvantage to that as well. Assess your situation at all times. But the worst situation you can get yourself in is getting in a pinch from overthinking things. You gotta find your own balance out there.
I'll take things one step at a time. Thanks, Dezel.
That makes me think that I skipped so many of these.
What are you doing?
I'm fusing different types of equipment together.
Oh, you mean the thing that's a royal pain and takes forever?
By fusing equipment, you bring out its full potency and create something entirely new. Isn't it wonderful?
Boy, I'll say.
We Seraphim have plenty of time on our hands, so it's important to have hobbies.
That's your hobby?
I don't think I get the tomato.
Dezel, you're quite knowledgeable about Hellions. So are Lila and Edna.
Of course. They're my targets. You have to know your enemy.
Well, yeah, but sometimes I run into some that psychologically I just can't stand.
Then you must become more knowledgeable about them. It's easier to deal with if you just treat them as data stored in your brain.
Does it really work that way? You do have a point, though. I'll try to take things in a more positive light.
I can't protect you forever, you know.
Dezel's wind-stepping skill sure is useful in traveling around.
Yep, When you say wind, speed is definitely the first thing that comes to mind.
Wind isn't the only thing that relates to speed.
What do you mean?
There's only one source of power. And besides, there may be multiple factors that influence the outcome.
I'm not sure I get what you mean.
It doesn't matter if it's water or fire. You can produce similar effects depending on how you use those powers.
Dezel, do you think you can teach me how to use them?
I can only teach you the basics. The rest all depends on you.
Looking out for others as always, huh, Dezel?
Whatever.
Dezel, do you know a lot about ruins?
I do have some knowledge about them since I've been around, but I've never been interested enough to explore.
It's really fun to imagine what these artifacts have been through over the years. Ponder over our new discoveries, close in on the truth, or expand on what we already know.
I do have the ability to sense certain smells left behind in the earth, to detect humans and certain objects left behind since ages past.
Whoa, you can sense through smells? Is that something even someone like me could learn?
You can learn through experience to a degree, but you need talent if you want to truly master it.
I'll try my hardest. Let me know if I overlook anything important.
Yeah, as long as I don't get into the way of your precious hobby.
I miss a lot of these.
Lila, sit here for a second.
What is it?
Just take a seat. So, you have a lot of Norman acquaintances, but don't seem terribly interested in Norman.
Well, I mean, we're just friends is all.
What the? Just sit down already. Lila, you're underestimating them. Remember, we need to catch 50 of them or else.
You really like the Norman, don't you, Edna? You even got one on your umbrella.
You kidding me? I totally don't like them. Now, why won't you sit down?
The last time I sat down, it was to pull an all-nighter. That's bad for fair skin like mine, so good night.
Hey, sit down.
I never thought I'd see so many Hellions. Kinda makes me feel guilty for not being able to see them before.
You should. Ignorance is a crime, you know.
So, don't you think the quality of equipment is crucial in surviving tough battles?
They also say that true masters don't choose their weapons.
But since we're no masters, I thought it might be better if we build relationships with the shop owners and order from them.
Yeah, well, they say the relationship only lasts as long as the money does.
Yeah, I agree. So what I'm saying is, it's important to build the relationship with the shopkeeper rather than just haggling to get the price down.
I can't even tell if you guys are arguing or not.
How many of these? I think this is the mission about let's go eat. I will do this until there are no
Hey,
sketch.
Dezel, there's something I wanted to ask you about.
Oh shit.
My eyes, huh? I wasn't trying to hide it from you or anything.
Was it this arch enemy of yours that did this?
Yeah, she's the reason I lost my sight.
And so that's why you're after revenge.
It's just like I told you. I'm out for vengeance against the one who killed my friend and crushed the Wind Riders.
So it's not about you?
I'm actually grateful for this wound of mine. My ability to read the wind has only grown stronger since then. I can sense a larger range of presence than you all can.
Most likely, it produces the same effect as the oath.
In other words, I don't need your sympathy or concern. Just use me as you will. Like that one time with Fortin.
But in exchange, you'll use us as you will. Is that right?
Pretty sure I told you that right from the start.
Yeah, you're right.
So, no more sketches. Good. I don't think there are more for that. Let's hunt for Iris Gem in Greyfriars Ruin. Greyfriars Ruin. Not that place. Oh, that was easy. After I killed the monster here. Dragon. Ooh.
He beat the dragon in one hit!
And a fully materialized one at that.
What tremendous power!
You saw that massive malevolence at his back. The Hellion possessing him is far beyond anything we've ever fought.
Yeah, I'll definitely need to get stronger.
That's your reaction? I don't know whether to be worried or relieved.
Well, we've met our first goal.
Well, it would have been nice if we could have investigated before the place got ransacked. But it looks like it happened a long time ago.
There's actually something I've noticed about that. Don't you think that the stones and decorations looted from here may have been used in Pendrago's architecture?
It's possible, given the location and the era.
Right. And if we can find out where they've been used, we might be able to find the hidden history of Pendrago.
If we compare with Lady Lake, which utilized the Vivia subterranean aqueduct, we might find what people in that era were thinking.
Sounds awesome! Good thinking, Mikleo.
And that's not all. If we build upon our current hypothesis...
Hang on. I don't get what's so awesome about this.
But they're so enthused.
Friggin' weirdos.
Guess I'm the clown again.
No, that was a smile of praise to the true king of the Ruin Geeks.
Viva the Ruin Geek Shepherd.
What kind of shepherd is that?
I don't think I've ever heard of it.
Then that makes Saray the first.
No objections?
I guess.
You heard anything about Lady Lake recently? Something, yeah, it might be just typical city problem, but still, there's no storage of trouble lately. Lots of beacon bucket report police, general, social trail, we have to do it with the full story. Sorry. Lady Lake? I don't think we can go to Lady Lake.
Hold it! Isn't this place a tomb? Am I gonna get cursed or something?
Don't worry. We'll all be punished together.
Though we'll be sure to let you go first.
No, thank you!
Hey, it's disrespectful to talk loudly in the ruins.
There goes the second biggest Ruin Geek.
More like Meebo, geek times 2.
What's that supposed to mean?
Be quiet. It's disrespectful.
It's your fault!
Hey, Mikleo's getting pretty angry, even though Saray's not really involved.
He's not angry, just overreacting,
says Saray.
Ugh, this really grinds my gears.
Iris gems really are beautiful.
Too beautiful, more like it. That's why most people think they're just glass, or some other kind of decoration.
I see. What are they actually made of?
It's not a natural mineral.
They were most likely crafted through the use of multiple seraphic arts. Even so, it's practically unbelievable that there's something inside that lets you see the past,
I wish you could watch anything from the past that you wanted. I'd watch 1,000 years of history.
Better hope you'd live 1,000 years then, because that's how long it'd take.
Oh, right.
That would be hard even for a seraph.
Both iris gems and ruins are just fragments of the past. What's important is what you get out of them. Because history is the architect of our hearts.
Whoa, Micklio! That was a sweet quote.
You think so? I'm planning to put it in the book I write one day.
Well, aren't you full of surprises?
I mean, don't you think it'd be a waste not to pass on our tale to future generations?
I would love to read your book, Micklio.
I'll give you a copy. Signed even.
Darn. I gotta come up with my own quote and signature.
So... Lady Lake? Still, we can't go there. So forget about Lady Lake. There's Shining Stone and Purus Owen. Where's Purus Owen? We cannot go there. Come on. Okay, we can't just leave this as they are. Let's go. Wait, he's joking, no, I think the only hope for there are definitely the hell yeah. It won't be easy though, scatter all over content. I have no idea. Yes. So we finish all side quests. So we need to go back to Highland. Go to Highland. Highland. Where is Highland? Anyway. Maryland. I have no idea where it was because yeah, because one of the trial was over Lake Haven area, right? Lake Haven area. Lake Haven. Hi. We cannot do any of these. Huh. So I think we are on the point that we have to go back. Maybe there are something in Yada.
We restored the village's blessing, but Slenge is dying.
It's gotta be due to the toxins produced from processing the vermilion ore.
Most likely. And he must have known that from the start.
He probably wanted this kind of punishment.
Because he committed a crime, huh? If that's all true, then there's no need for the scattered bones to get involved.
This must be the answer he arrived at. It may sound harsh, but there isn't anything more we can do about this situation.
Still, it gets me royally ticked off at the church. What seraph would tolerate their worship?
If that Malfour guy came up with all this, I gotta hand it to him. Pretty good for someone who acts like a quirky bit part in a play.
But he wasn't emitting any malevolence at all. What sort of person is he exactly?
It's got me wondering too. I think I'll have the scattered bones look into him.
Saray, you're not going to sleep yet?
Yeah, I want to take a look around the city.
It's so quiet that I can feel the gravity of this city's history. Fitting for an ancient capital born from the height of the era of Asgard.
It's kind of dawning on me. The things we read about in books actually exist.
Ah, what a poem this would make if we were travelers of old.
A poem? Ah, Pendrago, where the evening lights are blinding sights.
Come on.
Okay, it wasn't great, but I gotta start somewhere, right? What the?
What was that? Quit it, Miglio.
It wasn't me.
Let's check outside.
Something happened?
Was that Howl just now? Him?
I'm not sure, but this doesn't feel like his domain.
Could it really be?
We are supposed to go. I was thinking he will be outside or something. Back to the church. I mean, not the church, this other place. So, did I saved?
There.
Not Kitty Beard, Kitty Tiger.
What a fearsome roar.
That's the Beastmaster. It must be a master beast demon. Who says it must be?
No weakness.
That's pretty blunt.
I'll have to avoid saying must in the future.
Rising sands! Rising sands! Come to my side! You're right in the ocean! Right the way! Crystal Tower! Eat this! Come to my side! Rock Tower! Echo shot! Rising sands!
No weakness at all? 44. His level is 44. And we'll take 50% of those mistakes.
Focus your efforts! Ready to giant echo shot! Rising sand! Rising sand! Echo shot! Focus your efforts! Burn away! Spiral strike! Break through! Predatory blade! Vermilion Quest! Burn away! Predatory blade! Vermilion Quest! Burning stars! Predatory blade! Vermilion Quest! Breakthrough!
It's not often you see a seraph using a staff like a club.
I mastered it while practicing with Saray.
It's got the reach you'd need to win, since he's taller.
That's not the reason why.
But the height.
That's not it.
It's a fat cat?
My, that's pretty rude of you. I prefer the term pleasantly plump.
Sorry.
Damn. Another dead lead.
Are you perhaps Morgrim?
Indeed I am.
Is she famous?
She's a high-ranking seraph who's a lone wolf, cat, and is imbued with a powerful blessing.
Whoa.
Alas, how shameful that you had to see that side of me.
This city is filled with the desires of greedy humans. I don't think you should feel responsible for it.
No, I must atone for it. Shepherd, you are looking for a seraph to bring the blessing to this city, are you not?
Well, this city is...
Pendrago is a big city. It's impossible to eliminate all the malevolence, and the church still holds the power.
But that means all the more that there are those who would cry out for salvation.
They're just turning to Seraphim out of desperation.
Yet are the people's wishes not genuine? I can still maintain the blessing with them.
But still, you could become a Hellion again.
I've got an idea. Why not use the church's authority against them?
Wait, do you intend to filter human prayers?
Pretty sneaky.
I've been pondering over the role of the blessing in human society.
Any conclusion?
It doesn't really do anyone any favors if I just take their prayers and give them the blessing in return.
Quite a lot of stress for nothing.
To coexist with humans in peace, there are many things that Seraphim must be conscious of.
I see. I hope the Seraphim you're thinking of will notice as well.
Oh, what a quick-witted lass.
Huh? You're not talking about yourself?
You mean another Seraph, yeah?
I truly hope they notice me and my efforts.
We understand your idea. We'll try and find an appropriate vessel for you.
Is the inscription of the Shrine Church still there? If we use that, I should be able to maintain a good distance with the believers.
It's still there. Please, Morgrim.
Shepherd, I know I have said much, but remember that I do not distrust humans.
It's just that humans and Seraphim need to know where they stand on the issues.
Yes, indeed. Both parties shall.
Morgrim sure is the cat's quite a person.
Yeah, even though she looks so fat, proportionate.
Malevolence, prayer, enshrinement, giving the blessing. We Seraphim ought to reconsider how we interact with humans, like Morgrim has.
We humans should do the same for Seraphim. I think making that effort is the first step for peaceful coexistence, both for the Seraphim and humans.
But even Morgrim became a Hellion. Reality is cruel.
Yeah, so are you.
Let's not get too idealistic just yet, though, huh?
Right. There was so much malevolence in Pendrago that even Morgrim couldn't handle it by herself. We can't ignore that fact.
Maybe there's a reason why. A reason that might have something to do with the overflowing malevolence.
You may be right.
We shouldn't leave it all to Morgrim, and be sure to check up on her once in a while.
Yeah.
Some of us are low on health.
The shepherd's training and the hunt for Mount Tellus. 2 birds with 1 stone.
More like a trillion birds. We get to explore the ruins of the 5 lords.
Ruins, ruins, ruins. You're obsessed.
Hey, you gotta enjoy things like this while you can.
Even if you might die?
Well, it's an adventure.
I'll say.
I'm not as wild about it as you two, but I'll be there.
I'm with you too, no matter where this takes us.
Axel, can I ask you something?
Yeah, what?
Do you have any friends?
That's a pretty nasty question.
Sorry, I didn't mean it like that.
I know. I have a close friend, Lafarga, a wind spirit. He has a very caring personality. When we traveled together, he was like a concerned older brother, looking after his younger siblings.
Just what you'd expect from a Seraph of the Wind.
He was probably worried most about me. I was a brash young gun then.
I see. Well, I'm glad to hear that.
Glad to hear what?
Just to learn that you aren't alone. I was worried about you, you know.
Save it for someone who needs it.
Well, if you say so.
That's why I'm gonna get my revenge. For his sake.
Hey Edna, Lila, check this out. Ta-da!
Is this a picture or some kind of poster?
Looks more like some kind of ad.
A breath of fresh air into the fashion of the Seraphim. The latest trend from Sparrow Feather brand launches right now?
What is this supposed to be?
It's a new business targeting the Seraphim. You guys don't need food, but you need clothes, right? It's an untouched market. The perfect opportunity for a monopoly. This is it!
I don't think the Seraphim are exactly hurting for new clothes.
I like what I'm wearing already, too.
Well, of course you do. You're totally behind the times.
Behind the times?
No one asked what you think.
That attitude is no good. Girls need to dress fashionably or you'll get left behind. It doesn't matter if you're Seraphim or human. No!
Then what kind of clothes do you have for us?
That's where you guys come in. I don't know what's all the rage among Seraphim these days. Huh? Aren't you too excited?
I think you broke her. You okay, Lila?
Behind the times.
Too late. Great, Rose. Now look what you did.
Huh? Me?
Just I will check if there are more sketch and... Oh.
Hey, Edna?
What?
Aren't those boots a little big on you?
Got a problem with it?
Nope. Just wondering if it's hard to walk in those.
They used to be my brother's. He adjusted it so that it'll match my shoe size. Don't worry.
Then how about those gloves?
We have matching ones. What about them?
They look great with your dress, though the overall look is a little strange.
My brother told me the same thing.
Huh?
Never mind. Just saying that you wouldn't be able to pull this look off.
Guess that's true.
Weirdo.
I remember hearing some old folk tale about a seraph and a hellion.
Really? What kind of story was it?
Well, it's like this. There was this kind old man and this mean old lady, right? And the old lady cuts the tongue of the little bird they were keeping.
How cruel.
When the old man goes to the cabana that his bird flew away to, the bird brings him a treasure chest. But when the old lady goes to that cabana, she gets a treasure chest full of awful things.
Wait, hold on. Can you even cut off a bird's tongue?
Then what's up with the bird and the treasure chest? How could a bird prepare something like that?
Plus, the bird's cabana? Pretty sure you mean nest.
That's not the point of the story, okay? Jeez.
How many of these? I play like 3 hours right now. Just looking at this for like half an hour. There are more?
I could say I'm a fan of this paper fan. No, that's too easy.
You still awake? Oh, hey. I think this is the first time I've seen you with your hair down.
I need to set it properly to make sure it doesn't get in the way during battle.
Styling is a pain. I just cut mine when it gets too long.
Well, I think you have radiant hair.
You really think so? How long did it take you to grow your hair?
I can't really recall a time when my hair was short, honestly.
You mean you can't remember because it was so long ago? You have been around for a while and all.
Indeed. When you've been around as long as I have, you forget even what you had for dinner 2 nights ago.
Pretty sure even humans can't remember that.
I don't remember the first word I learned to say either.
Yeah, once again, welcome to the world of mortals.
How many of these? Thank God. Okay, this is a very big video, and it will take me forever to make it into an episode. So I'll save to be saved, and I will end the installment. I will not dig into anything more. I just tired. 3 hours. We've done a lot of things this episode. It will be forever to list them all, so I will not. Just see you next in episode 32 or 33. I forget the number. See you soon. Goodbye.